Good afternoon, technically. Some people. Or evening. Some of you people out there. Could be evening or night. Good day. I don't know. Oh, wait, we're gonna have fun today. Alright. Time for the matter of business. Microphone is set up to max sensitivity for more effective voice fun. My voice is at the lowest pitch it can go for the day, because as I wake up, it will get higher. So, where's my lighter? I just put that thing down. Where is it? Ah, there you were. I got a hamburger lighter. It's like a photorealistic cheeseburger, but it's got so many toppings on it. It looks delicious. And I figured looking at a cheeseburger while I smoke is probably the funniest thing ever, because I'll get the munchies and I won't want to eat the lighter, but it'll make me hungry. And yes, it is my birthday today. I did mention that in my title, but that's okay. I'm not here for that. I'm here for the wake and bake and monster flirting. I'm here to get in my fucking classmates' pants and do all their voices while I do it. So, I'm gonna hit play, and I'm gonna start my fucking bone. Yeah, there's only one of me. I don't have any friends. Ooh. If the coughing's too much, just let me know and I'll mute it whenever I cough real hard. Alright. Definitely just one of me. Now that's the question. Do I want to do 8 voices or do I want to do 10 voices? That's the real question. Is it 8 and 10? I can't remember. I think it might be more than that. Yeah, well. Well, you know what? I don't play Classic Term a lot. My friend is obsessed with the second term and with Monster Camp. So we're gonna play Classic. Well, we're gonna do a full game for sure. We're gonna do a full game. Absolutely. Spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Who am I? It's a good question. Let's be the fire babe. She's hot. I'm not gonna call ourselves Red, though. Amira, that's her actual name. Let's just throw down Rex. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Thank you! You're so sweet. And yet we'd had yet to experience the ultimate challenge of a monster prom. I remember it clearly. 6 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Damien LeVay, 21, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love for fire. Scott Howell, 21, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Liam DeLioncourt, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork. Pollygeist, 22, a ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. And Vera Oblerin, 23, a mean self-made gorgon with a merciless sense of business. Yeah, I decided to do a wake and bake stream. So I woke up and pretty much I did get myself a little awake without baking. But then I was like, I gotta throw on some Monster Prom today. Sorry, my phone is on silent while I stream, so that's why I didn't answer your call. It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 6 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 6 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. So when you play with your friends, it's 3 weeks instead of 6.
Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest quiz ever! All minds are rotten, but they're rotten in so many different ways! Worry no more, we're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which of these deviant sickos you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever TM will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character stats. This way each of you can start by having the stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start.
Thank you. They get better, I think. Some of them are fucking hilariously bad, but I like them all. Alright, which god do you pray to each night before sleeping? Praying for fools. Praying is for fools. I took compromising pics of a god molesting a tree, and now I blackmail him forever. Whatever I want. It's way more effective. Praying is kind of lame. I have a group text set up with some deities, Dionysus, Beset, Loki, coolest cats in town. Oh, I pray to all kinds of gods. I have the business where they pay me to deliver their prayers every night, and I even started to look for a Chinese factory to outsource their prayers. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Yeah, dude, this game is great. It's so fucking good. I've been playing this a lot lately. Let's see. Let's see. I guess I'll go for that one. The tree one was really funny. You wish you were raised by... Oh, damn. I love that picture in the corner. A wild pack of wolves who happen to teach Mongols who own some of the most profitable companies in Silicon Valley. They would be kick-ass role models and wild wolves. Sick. Hell yeah, dog. A mysterious old man who saved me from the streets in order to raise me as his disciple in the ancient ways of rad DJing. Ah, damn, dog. That's sick. Really progressive marriage between a kick-ass venomous snake and an actual fire. I love fire. I see no issues being raised by it. Oh, that's funny. I like that. Okay. I'm gonna do it with the real fire. That one's good. Your partner just gave you a cool gift for an anniversary, but you totally forgot. Quick, come up with an idea for a gift. The abstract concept of gratefulness. Oh my god, that sounds toxic. Oh man, that's funny. Anything capable of leading them to an overdose of sorts. Okay, that sounds fun. A pony, always a pony. A silly toy that makes silly noises. Okay. Anything on fire or a weapon? Nah. A weapon on fire. The head of their fiercest enemy. Alright, let's see. I'm thinking we go with anything on fire or weapon? Nah. Definitely a pony. Nah. I wanna. Let's do a silly toy. Okay, that'll be the first person I have an interaction with. I could choose to interact with that person more, or I could do another one. That's better. All right. Oh yeah, the music is phenomenal in this game. Okay, so let's see what I got stat-wise. I got no creativity and a decent amount of everything else. Who am I gonna go for? If I'm going for Scott, I don't need anything but his attention. So I could do that. Or I could try for one of the story routes, but I don't know what I need for the story routes. Definitely gonna want some creativity, though. I feel like that's a little too low. Yeah. That day while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended upon you to give you figurative oral sex. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain 2 creativity. As you go about your day, you can't help but notice Damien and Scott trying on beige business suits. By the time you get over to them, they've both taken the suits off and are examining them critically.
Something isn't right.
Yeah, and I really don't want to half-ass our Pokemon's cosplay. Coach says to always use your full ass on everything.
I'm with you, man. Nobody gives more of a shit about the classic Pocket Humans video game than me. But what the fuck is missing, man? We've got these suits, the horn-rimmed glasses, and the sickly pale body paint. Everything we need to cosplay Doug and Wilbert.
The twin titans of the real estate.
I know who they are, Scott. I played the damn game. Now come on, help me think of what we're missing.
You know right away what they're missing. Their costumes need. You reach into your bag and pull out the one thing no human would be caught dead without. Oh my god, dude. That's so fucking good. A unicycle? Oh god, dude, I'm doing the unicycle. That's fucking hilarious.
A unicycle? Seriously? What kind of freak show bullshit is this?
This is the best thing I've ever seen!
Come on, Scott. Doug and Wilbert would never ride a unicycle.
Well, maybe they should, Damien. Maybe they should. Look, everybody's gonna be as Doug and Wilbert, but only we will be Doug and Wilbert on a unicycle!
Huh. I guess it is a good excuse to run over people's toes. Okay, unicycle it is.
You can't believe that worked. You were just trying to get rid of your cousin's shitty unicycle. You gained 2 fun and 1 creativity. That's fucking nuts, dude. That's hilarious. Okay, so we can either go talk to Scott some more, because he's hanging with Polly, or we could check out the store, or we can talk to an NPC and get stats. But I think I want to hang out with Polly and Scott, because they're always a fun duo. I also learned that this particular area of the game doesn't use your stats. It goes based off of like who you're helping out instead. So this is just a room to help you get more hearts. I thought that was pretty cool.
Alright.
Scott and Polly are sitting together laughing their metaphorical asses off.
Do Damien! Do Damien!
Grr, I'm Damien. Look at my stupid red face. I use spiders to cover up the fact I've been brought up to the river, a toxic version of masculinity which has alienated me from my own true ambitions.
You sound just like him.
Okay, you do Vera.
I'm Vera. I'm very smart and my hair is pretty and all my friends look up to me because I am a strong, independent woman.
Scott, I'm not sure you understand how impressions work.
I'm not Scott, I'm Vera. You can tell because I said my name just now.
Okay, what about you, Rex? Got any good impressions?
Just one, but it's a real doozy. Oh my god. That's so fucking funny. Let's see. I'm gonna go that one.
I know you're doing an impression of me because you said my name, but
Oh my god, that sounds exactly like him!
it does?
Yeah, remember that time we took impressions class together and we had to introduce ourselves?
Oh yeah, I guess I did say, woof woof, it's me Scott, a dog boy who is bad at impressions. But I didn't yell it like that.
I'm sorry, are you for the real Scott? There's two absolutely identical werewolves in front of me, and I can't tell the difference.
Polly insists on a smooching contest to determine who the real Scott is. You end up winning in more ways than one.
Damn.
Oh, that was pretty good. Alright. I guess I'm gonna need some kind of revenue. Nah, we don't need money. Money's for the store. We don't like going to the store. She's scary. Let's get some charm. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You clearly are a natural-born leader. You gain 2 charm. Later, you're minding your own business when you see Polly floating down the hallway, texting, just as you're about to approach her.
There you are, Polly. I've been following the scent of betrayal.
What are you talking about, buddy? I haven't been pulling any pranks at all today.
Some very unfunny person messed with my sports gear. They put my left sock in my right shoe and my right sock in my left shoe. Holly, I know you're the best bros and you would never do a prank to me, but I think you did this prank to me. I smell you.
No, you didn't, because ghosts don't have a scent?
Maybe not to a normal person, but a werewolf can smell anything, and ghosts smell like algebra and global warming.
Right.
Well, if ghosts don't smell, then what am I smelling?
Of course ghosts smell like candy spike rose wine and Victoria's scents and with a Victoria's scene lingerie. Scents? I don't know what that means. It's sure a mystery. Hop in my van and we'll go solve it, Scott. That's so funny, dude. Which one? I think that one.
Oh, a ride in the van? Can I stick my head out the window?
Of course, anything to just, cheer you up, my best buddy.
You hop in the van and get on the case of the ghost smells. Scott opens a bag of raw bones and begins swallowing them whole.
Don't mind me, I just bought some Scott snacks.
Thanks, Scott. Those look delicious. If I could digest uncooked marrow, I totally would.
But as it is, Polly settles for lighting up Polly's snack and getting a whole van baked. You round out the day by tearing a human's face off to reveal that he was actually a spooky skeleton all along, just as you suspected.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, that was fun. It was nice to let my tongue wag in the breeze. Can we go for another car ride soon, huh? Can we?
Sure, bud. Anytime a prank goes wrong, anytime you want.
The distraction worked like a charm, and you even got away with it. Thanks to the lack of meddling, kids. You gained 2 fun and 1 boldness. I didn't think werewolves could actually smell ghosts, but that taught me wrong. It told me I was wrong. Let's see. We'll go here again. I like the auditorium. Oh, wait, that was where the store was! I wasn't paying attention! Ah!
Aw, you missed me. And my shit, huh? Worry no more. All this shit can be yours if you just have the money. Not me, though.
Shit.
Too poor for this, damn dog. This will cause an event. I mean, if it's gonna cause an event, I might as well buy them. Wow, look how much fun I am. And look how broke I am. I guess it's true. Life is more fun without money. I got these cool sunglasses on. Oh my god, she has the same pair. No way. We gotta talk to her. Listen, Rex, you can totally sit with us. You just have to hope you didn't bring a gun to a bazooka fight. Yeah, we're showing off our best flasks. Well, not the best flasks exactly, but the best content. Good God, a literal actual flask of alcohol openly allowed in the school and the cafeteria? Are there no rules? Apparently not, because Polly starts setting a series of flasks down on the table.
Okay, so this one is beer, my wine, my WC wine, whiskey, ethanol, alcohol, the soul of an infant.
Ha! Weak! This is radioactive absinthe, this is fire, this is literal poor life choices.
Okay, but this one has another smaller flask inside of it. It is the ultimate flask.
They could probably go on like this for goddamn ever. Maybe you should cut in with the craziest thing of all. But think carefully for whom you want to impress with your flask contents. Ah, man. Get ready for the most hardcore badass thing. This flask contains an ancient genie that grants 3 wishes, but I'm totally drinking it because I don't give a fuck and I grab my own damn wishes. I want to get a dope party started. This flask is ultra whiskey, which you can only get when you get 2 bottles of the best, purest whiskey and make them mate. Ah, I see. Honestly, though, that one was pretty good.
Heck yeah, heck yeah, heck yeah, let's rage! I always wanted to make ultra whiskey, but I could not get my whiskey bottles to fuck. I tried everything, mood lighting, sultry music, chainsaws, you know, all that cliche romantic stuff. But it seemed like nigh impossible to get them sweet whiskey love. I almost started to think inanimate objects can't have sex, but then I had a ton of sex with inanimate objects. That was just silly. If you can't make whiskey X whiskey, turn into ultra whiskey. We should definitely apply that principle. Oh, if you can make whiskey X whiskey turn into ultra whiskey, we should definitely apply that principle all over the damn place. 2 cars to make a limousine, an orgy of iPhones to become iPhone XXX, the most advanced update possible, duh, a microwave, and a Russian novel to get a pair of designer shoes. Can't wait to create doper stuff than the world can even handle, probably.
Well, the world probably doesn't need to worry about handling it because there's no way you can pull that insanity off. But yay for plans with Polly. But yay. Jaeger. I'm just playing. I'm still very upset that I didn't get my creativity I wanted. But we're gonna go to the bathroom. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn. By skipping class and hang out in the bathrooms, you give +0 shits, but you gain a true boldness. You're admiring yourself in the mirror when Principal Giant Spire rolls in. Moments later, Polly and Liam enter in panic.
Did you see the principal coming here? No, we're done for unless... Which stall did he go into? That one? That's where we hit all our mystical crystals of endless empathy for the upcoming music festival. Okay, Liam, be cool, it's fine, as long as he doesn't check the toilet tank for some weird reason.
From the stall, you hear the principal say, "And now to check the toilet tank, as I always do before using the toilet."
Curses!
"What is," says the principal, "a plastic baggie full of small white pills? Could this be mystical crystals of endless empathy?" Principal Giant Spider bursts from the stall, clutching the bag of dreadful fangs. "Unacceptable!" he chitters. Before you can even have time to make a plan, you hear yourself saying, "Those aren't mystical crystals of endless empathy. They're tiny spider eggs or raising spiders from babies. You love them so much. An illusion created by mystical crystals that you're on." Oh my god, dude. That one. Principal Giant Spider stops mid-stride. "But I don't remember taking any mystical crystals of endless empathy. Is all of this a hallucination? Who am I?" he says. He looks down at his 8 hairy legs. "Oh shit, what the fuck is this?" he said. "I'm a giant spider?"
No, you're not. You're not, dude. You're just a garden gnome who's super high on some bad shit. Yeah, you're a boon companion, Tipsy Tom, and you love gardening. Mind over matter, Tom. Mind over matter.
But the principal is not calmed. He skitters from the bathroom screaming. He may never know his true identity again. But you know what's even better? He totally dropped mystical crystals of endless empathy. You gain 2 fun and 1 boldness. I can't believe that worked. Back to the auditorium, I guess. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you were struck by the lightning of inspiration. You come up with the ultimate nickname for yourself. You tell everyone to call you by it, also known as one of the 7 most douchebaggish moves in the world. But the nickname is so awesome, inventive, and appropriate that people decide to go with it. Quite the feat. You gain 2 creativity. Well, the devs dare you to actually come up with a nickname for yourself and tell other players to call you by that name until the end of this term. Well, I'm the only player, so I guess, you can call me Rexy. There you go. Alright, you notice Polly staring at her phone with an uncharacteristically intense look. She usually looks much happier sorting through dick pics. Better investigate.
Hey, boo. I'm just checking out information on possible afterlives. Like, I'm not gonna spend my time as a high school student for all eternity. Who does that? I've collected some pamphlets from various afterlives, and I'm looking into the pros and cons of each option. It's just such a big decision, you know? I mean, this could affect the rest of my afterlife. Do you know anyone who went to any of these afterlives? Which afterlife are you into? Aw. Yeah, that does sound nice. A soft and enveloping cloud sky made of hundreds of adorable, fluffy, precious, tiny, perfect kittens. Or nothingness. Fuck. I don't want to mess up. Okay. Oh my god, yes! The most yes. The maximum yes possible. The yeses. It's amazing because you know what's the biggest complaint about kittens is? That they're perfect, adorable balls of fluffy cuteness armed with tiny knives on their paws, which they have no problem jabbing into people with absolutely no nuttas. You know who can't feel pain of tiny kitten claws? Guys, bitches, I could literally roll around in a cloud of kittens and feel nothing except their tiny, fluffy softness, no fear of claws. I'm definitely gonna work on my essay for Cloud Kitten World. Maybe it's something along the lines of why I deserve to snuggle cats because of that one time I pity fucked a werepanther.
Maybe I can get you to write my letter of recommendation, Rex. Fingers and tiny fairy paws crossed that I get in. I hope we see you there one day.
Did Polly just say she hopes to see you die? Well, if it's to reunite you with her, I guess that's probably fine. Aren't you just dying to take her to Monster Prom? You gained that terrible joke. You use it later when recounting the story as well, which gets you 2 creativity and 1 charm. That's fucking funny. I think I need more boldness, honestly. Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I think I got more going on with Polly right now. Liam and Polly aren't alone at their table. They're flanked by 2 beefy hobgoblins in the school security uniform. What do these 2 bodyguards... What do these 2 have bodyguards now?
They aren't bodyguards, they're food guards. The principal giant spider found out we were eating during lunch, so he assigned guards to us because he thinks we have an eating disorder. And we do have an eating disorder. It's called being dead. Except it's not eating disorder, it's an identity and a lifestyle. A death style. Whatever. The point is that they don't let us leave until we've eaten our food. Which will be never. And I have a meeting of the Smug Superiority Club to conduct next period. I can't be late. If you could just figure out a way around these food guards for us, I'd be super grateful, like, in a sexy way.
Well, you can't say no to that. Time to enact your fiendishly clever plan. Dump all of Polly's food onto Liam's plate. Dump all of Liam's food onto Polly's plate. Yep. With the deftness and raw sexuality of an Indiana Jones, you empty Polly's food onto Liam's plate and onto his lap.
Ah, stop that! There's so much food! I can't even artfully arrange it into a decent food pick. Meanwhile, it seems I've eaten 100% of my food on my plate. No problem, nothing to see here.
Luckily for you and Polly, the hobgoblins are complete idiots with no object permanence. They instantly believe Polly.
You traitors, I thought we were in this together. You thought? It was your first mistake. I stay high all the time, so I never think.
You and Polly ditch cafeteria, and then ditch school, and then do so many fun candies. You end up in the ditch. So responsible.
Fun candies. LMAO.
I need more boldness. Yes, I need to be more bold, I think.
Fun looks fine. Yeah, there we go. Wait, the store's here! Fuck, I don't have money!
Fuck, I have to get the gift. I hope this doesn't fuck me over.
Hey,
Sorry, I did the wrong voice there.
Hey, why would you stand and prepare for your future when you can come here and buy some weird shit instead, am I right?
Alright. I can grab this. I hope it's nothing bad. Fuck! Fuck! Why did it destroy my stats? Now I know you love video games. That's Clark, which, oh my god, dude, that's terrible. Fuck. It docked my points, man. It docks me. Oh, you bitch. I can't go to her again. I gotta make sure I pay attention. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. While in the bathroom, you tell yourself in the mirror that you're so bold that you killed a tiny bug-eyed turtle with your bare hands. That monstrous act would instantly give you plus 500 boldness. But come on, you're talking to yourself in the mirror. What's the merit in that? You know what? You can keep 2 of the boldness anyway for saying that to yourself out loud. Of course, no trip to the bathroom would be complete without running into a group of your classmates doing something stupid.
Damien, you're the worst.
I know, right?
She means that in a bad way. Do you really have to set fire to our entire deck of cards?
I don't know. Did the deck of cards have to keep dealing me shitty hands?
Not necessarily. That's not how probability works.
Well then, I guess I didn't necessarily need to set it on fire. But when has that stopped me?
Well, now you've stopped all of us from playing poker. Now what are we gonna bet on? Mama needs a new pair of shits. Yes, and I desire an almost sexual pleasure from taking your money. So, what's the new game?
Oh, you know the perfect poker alternative. Russian roulette, stock market. That's pretty funny. Russian roulette?
Yeah, why didn't I think of that? That used to be my favorite game before I died.
That makes sense.
Wait. All in!
Polly pulls an antique revolver out of nowhere, spins the cylinder, points it at her head, and then pulls the trigger 5 times until it's 5s. The bullet goes through her intangible head, bounces off the ceiling, and embeds itself in the mirror right next to all the other bullet holes.
I guess Vera and I split the money.
Dang, I always lose at Russian roulette. Let's play again. I'll go first. How did you even die? It's a mystery to me. Hey, yeah, me too.
You decide to get out of the bathroom to avoid any further ricochet from the gunshots echoing behind you. It seems your friends are all delighted with your suggestion. You gain 2 fun and 1 smarts. Fuck yeah. Alright, cool. I wonder what they're talking about at that table. You find Polly and Scott huddled at your chosen table. If these 2 are together, it can only mean one thing.
I hereby call this meeting of the Prank Masters to order.
Prankmaster Hall, present and accounted for.
Chairman Geist, all dressed up and ready to prank.
Hey, how come you get to be chairman?
Well, which one of us can throw chairs around the room with our ghost powers?
Well, I don't have ghost powers, so... Oh, you! I get it! Chairmanhood.
No time to argue, Scott. We've got to come up with a baller food prank before the end of lunch.
Oh, yeah. Okay, what if we ate all our food like good boy? And is that a prank?
No, Scott. For the last time, that's not a prank, and I don't eat. But I'm having trouble coming up with another idea. Anybody else?
You've been waiting all your life for an opportunity like this. You propose the ultimate food prank.
Replace all the food with chairs. Eat everybody's food like a good boy. That's so fucking funny.
Replace all the food with chairs would be funny.
Yes, you know what they say, when life gives you chairs, do pranks with the chairs.
But I never heard Coach say that.
Doesn't it sound like the kind of thing he would say, though?
Yeah, it kinda does. How am I supposed to help, though? You're the chairman.
Easy, Scott. Just be a chair.
Oh, of course.
Scott twists himself into an uncomfortable looking shape. He seems happy though.
Like this?
Exactly like that. Now up you go.
Whee! Does this make me a chairman?
Sure, totally.
Polly doesn't seem to mind sharing her title with Scott or her affection with you. Prank achieved. The ultimate of pranks. I got pranked with a video game on my thing and now I'm lame.
I need more boldness, like, for a fact. But I also need fun. So let's go outdoors.
That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates this much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension, and the consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain 2 fun. You're all set enjoying some sun when all of a sudden the sun disappears. You don't mind too much, the darkness suits you, but Polly and Vera are pissed.
Who's extinguished the sun, and why didn't they ask my permission first? Yeah, we're suddenly like 10 hours a night every night. We don't need night during the day. Ah, shit. How do... Hold on. I didn't think of a voice for this one yet. Oh, yes. Please excuse us. Sorry for the inconvenience. A solar behemoth is threatening to eat every baby in the world, so we caused a solar eclipse, you know, in order to defeat it. It's all very technical and magical. No need to hurt your heads thinking about it. It'll be over soon. I'll hurt your heads thinking about it. Free period will be over soon, and how will I sunbathe? God, you guys are so selfish. This is unacceptable. Move the moon away from the sun this instant, or I'll find someone who can.
She's looking right at you when she says that. You realize that if you don't step in, this will turn into a full-scale catfight. So you roll up your sleeves and bribe your contacts in military intelligence to nuke a hole through the moon. Oh, I don't have money, dude. That's terrible. Offer the solar behemoth half of 12-year-olds in the world instead. They're bigger and less cute. You borrow the megaphone from the gym, climb onto the roof of the school, and address the solar behemoth. You explain that in the terms of the sheer poundage, half the 12-year-olds in the world would simply supply 33% more meat than all the babies. The solar behemoth may be an unholy amalgam of sunfire and malevolence, but it's no fool. It sees your point. It goes off to harvest the flesh of tweens. That day is saved.
Well, your stupid problem is solved. Unblock this out.
But they still, millions will die.
Look, at this rationally, a 50% decrease over the previous projected death toll is quite significant. And if you're amortized by projected casualties over the life expectancy of babies as opposed to the tweens, so their life savings are even more significant. I think that Vera is saying, fuck off and let us sunbathe.
The coven doesn't have a leg to stand on. Well, they have 6 legs between them, but it's a metaphor. They fuck off and you gain 2 charm and 1 smarts.
Okay. Boldness is in the bathroom.
That day you skip class intending to spend the term in the bathrooms, but you encounter 3 wild hyenas on the way there. Who the fuck runs security here? Anyway, you subdue them with your help of your hair comb. God bless the monster scouts and the idiotic scenarios they prepared you for. By the time you get to the bathrooms, you totally gained 2 boldness.
Hey Rex, darling. It's me, lovely fan favorite Polly. You know, I wasn't always a ghost. Yeah, it's about to get real, hear me out. I used to be alive, but I died with unfinished business. Now I gotta live forever like this until I finish it. And you might ask, what's your unfinished business, fan favorite lovely Polly? I guess I can tell you. I never did a reverse Romanian Wilkinson. You know, sexually. But don't get me wrong, I love being immortal and walking through the walls and shit. But my soul will never truly rest until I do that freaky sex move.
Oh,
Well, huh. Okay, so it says I've done that loads of times. Just name a time and place, and I'll reverse all over your Rooney and Wilkinson. Throw a smoke bomb and escape while leaving a replica of yourself. That should buy you time to figure out what a reverse Wilkinson is. Oh man, that's... Yes! Finally someone all well versed in freaky sex as I am. At last I can be free of my eternal ghostly prison or whatever, but mostly freaky sex. Alright, it's on. Prom night, okay? You bring the supplies, I'll bring my sexpertise. And hey, purge the zucchini, Admiral. You know what I'm talking about. See you soon.
She totally phased out. Oh boy, you might have to gotten yourself tickets to the wildest night of your life. But what the fuck is a reverse Romanian Wilkinson? And what are the supplies? For now, you at least gain 3 fun.
That's hilarious. Alright.
When you arrive at the table, you find that Polly and Liam aren't eating, they're just taking pictures of their food.
Welcome to the Don't Eat to Eat, so we just take the thick food pics, son, baby. We believe that food is heavy construction, it's like heavy construction machinery, should be seen and not tasted. Yeah, I mean, have you ever tasted heavy construction machinery? Have you? I don't know, maybe. Like, weekends are usually kind of a blur. Like, last Saturday. There will be plenty of time to chronicle your sexploits later, Polly. Right now, we need to focus on these food pics.
While Liam and Polly were busy bantering, you were busy arranging a dope food pic of your own, and now complete your masterpiece.
That's fucking hilarious. A food pic of Liam taking a food pic, so meta. A food pic, but instead of the food, it's just a bottle of whiskey with ketchup on it. Oh my god, yes, I love liquor lunch. Wait, but if you don't eat or drink, that's why I allow you at my extremely cool food pic table. How do you even drink liquor? Duh, I make an alive person drink it, and then I possess them, and I suck the drunkenness out of them, obviously. I suppose that's not too terribly dissimilar to how I get drunk, but why put ketchup on the whiskey bottle? So it counts as food. You can't just have a drink of a bottle of whiskey without ketchup on it for lunch. That wouldn't be a meal.
You can't argue with that logic, nor do you want to, because then how would you justify getting drunk at lunchtime?
The bathrooms are taken. That's sad. But let's go be creative.
That day while rehearsing for the class play, you totally forget your lines. It's terrible! But you don't let that get you down. You start improvising all of your lines. And it's marvelous. Somehow it enhances the pathos of the play in unexpected ways. And that's saying something, since half of your improvisation is a rap battle against your inner fears. You gain 2 creativity. Polly seems really excited about trying a reverse Romanian Wilkinson with you. And the only thing you have to do is get all the needed supplies. Which would be fine, except you have no idea what any of them are. Luckily, you've got a few spare minutes to try and figure this out. You do a quick search on your phone because you assume the internet must know something about this, as long as it's related to very weird sex fetishes. Huh. Nothing. While trying to over other keywords, you spot the coven looking over at your phone. Oh, fuck.
What?
Could it be that they know something about the reverse Romanian Wilkinson? No. They're always bitching so much about saving the world. They would never admit they are into the kinds of weird, very weird sex fetishes. Maybe you're not searching hard enough for on the net, or maybe you're letting your prejudice blind you. There's not much more time to lose here. The solution is clear. You're tackling online search in a very short-sighted way. You need to come up with an unexpected search term that will point you in the right direction. That one, or use my people skills. I think it'd be a coin toss at this point, because if that's smart and that one is charm. No wait, if it's charm, I'm fucked. It was creativity to be different, right? I would like have to threaten them. I think this one would be. I think this. We're gonna try this. Oh, that was close. Reverse Romanian Wilkinson didn't work, so you also tried other similar combinations of the word. Very weird sex fetishes is too generic. While I want to have sex with the ghost, doesn't work because the title of a popular MTV reality show. But then you suddenly have a stroke of divine inspiration. You type 10 ways to get deported from Denmark. And it works. Apparently, getting caught practicing a reverse Romanian Wilkinson is number 7. Right between trying to marry a barracuda and asking politely to be deported from Denmark. Looks like you need a penguin mask, a bag of marbles, and a kilo of guacamole. You're quite sure you spotted someone from your class selling a mask like that the other day. And nobody online will mail you a kilo of guacamole. It's probably a health code thing. As for the bag of marbles, this is why God invented Craigslist. You write an ad and suddenly you're receiving tons of messages about it. Most of them are spam or very inappropriate sexual advances, but some of them actually people willing to sell you a bag of marbles. Nicely done. In the end, it turned out to be exactly like that old toy commercial jingle. Marbles, marbles, you never had enough. They're perfect for booby traps and super weird sex stuff. And as for you, you're the sultan of the search engines now. You have a bag of marbles. It's time to get the penguin mask before you start worrying about the guac. But for now, you gain 2 fun, and you bargain so well with the Craigslist dude that you actually get 1 money. Cool, I broke even. Did you notice the music stopped? That was weird. Felt really odd in here. I was like, hello? You know what I mean? I think I need more boldness. That day you skip class, just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. But you don't stop there. You want the world to know how reckless you are for the rest of eternity. So you do some graffiti on the wall. No way! The graffiti says, I'm bold as fuck. And you know what? It turns out the wall is a magical wall that grants wishes. What a wall! A deep voice from within the wall says, well, not bold as fuck, but maybe a bit bold. And then you gain 2 boldness. Oh boy, that's a very opinionated wall. Anyway, lucky you. Forget about that though. Polly's here and she looks ready to party. So basically, just normal.
Hi, there you are. My favorite party favor besides mystical crystals of endless empathy. You ready to get crazy?
You indicate through a heart-stopping glow stick maneuver that you're indeed ready to hit the clubs.
The clubs? Not today, boo. Tonight we're gonna engage in my favorite pastime. Party crashing! I just love crashing parties and making them go wilder and crazier, you know? Tonight we're gonna crash this totally sweet baby shower I just heard about. And knowing you, I bet you've got some killer ideas for how we should crash it. Wow, this is okay. So that one might be boldness, right? I would think that's boldness, and that one's got to be. I don't know. Let's go with the boat. See, this is what I come to you for. Toot toot! All aboard the party boat.
Using your advanced nautical knowledge, you proficiency in crime, you easily hotwire a boat and crash it into the party.
Ahoy, landlubbers! Where's the grog? He's pregnant!
It turns out the party was nautically themed, so the guests immediately start applauding what they think is a planned interruption.
The host is forced to play along or look like an idiot who just lets boats crash their party. You have a great time sharing rum, singing chanties, and give the baby a sick anchor tattoo on her little unborn bicep. You gain 2 fun and 1 charm. How did I give the baby a tattoo? I don't want to know. I don't want to know how this worked. But I'm very curious. Oh, this is the voice I said that might be a little annoying.
Alright, I'm trying to comprehend your request.
What is it to comprehend? It's really simple, Miranda. I need take my cell phone, snap a pic, me face planting in my food with my eyes closed and tongue out.
But wherefore?
Right here, Miranda.
You're about to point out that wherefore means why, but luckily Polly elaborates on her own so you don't have to look like a fucking know-it-all.
It's a new meme, Miranda, like planking or dabbing. It's called food poisoning, and it's dumb as fuck. You don't have cool trends in your kingdom?
I suppose we do. Oh, we have fun trend called Revere Your Rulers. It's where you show nothing but the utmost devotion for the royal family. If you're good at it, you'll get a lot of likes on social media and also not executed.
Do you ever listen to yourself when you speak? I bet you know some pretty cool trends, don't you, Rex?
Heck yeah, you do. You do, don't you? I surely do. It's entitled Silverware Wear. It's where you take the most expensive cutlery and dress it in fancy tiny outfits. That's cute. Yep, it's called dyeing.
Yeah! Dyeing is my fucking fave. I mean, listen, the first time I did it, I was like, okay, no, I don't get to be alive anymore. But then when all the cool ghost stuff kicked in, I was like, OMG, dyeing is awesome. Everyone should dye.
I'm not sure I would be into this dyeing trend. But I do know Daddy's Rain helps many peasants achieve this aim. So it's nice to know they're becoming super popular on social media in this process.
Remind me not to ever hang out in Miranda's kingdom on a break. But hey, Rex, maybe you and I could hang out and do some dyeing together.
Yay, maybe? Yeah, yay. Alright, I think I got this pretty much in the bag. I think. I'm scared, but I think I got this. I don't know if anyone else just noticed, but in the music in the background, it sounds like a man going... And it caught me off guard for a second because I wasn't expecting that in my ear. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. On the way there, you run into Mommy Me, the Oni girl. She offers you some weird Japanese energy drink. You take a sip, it tastes crazy as hell. You need to check the contents of this shit. Guarana seed extract, benzoic acid, 50 milligrams of caffeine, and 100 milligrams of boldness. But it wasn't bad at all. You gained 2 boldness. Thanks, Mommy Me, and proceed to the bathrooms. You're hanging out with Polly afterwards, and she's about to show you her latest dumb tattoo when suddenly...
Never fear, my lady. I'll save you from this lavinous cretin.
It's the interdimensional prince. He's apparently here to block your metaphorical cock.
Wow, you're sparkly. Are those tearaway pants?
Sadly, they are not, my queen. My fashion sense does not operate on the same ethereal plane as your own.
Well, I am persistently on fleek. I died on fleek, and so am cursed to roam the earth forever, eternally on fleek.
This is the exact on fleekness which I seek. For you see, madam, I am in need of a fashionista such as yourself and plan the ultimate wedding. Ours.
Ours?
This could be bad. You know Polly's not above getting married. as a one-off joke. You just gotta stop this madness. Throw a party so dumb Polly doesn't want to travel to another dimension. A party with sex lasers. Marry the prince yourself right now. You steal this. You steal the sex lasers from your school's highly controversial physics lab and get the party started.
Great Sorblons of Galaxia! I did not know you had such sick parties in this dimension!
Yeah, boy, this school is nationally ranked in the field of particle physics. I don't know what kind of snooty stories you've got over there in some snoozy dimension, but here at Spooky High School, we have sex with a coherent light.
I am truly humbled by the hardiness of your party. I shall return to my dimension and laminate the fact that it is a total party wasteland.
You don't even notice the prince leaving because you're too busy humping a laser. You gain true boldness and what fun.
Alright, it's obvious you're going there.
You finally pluck up the courage and ask your beloved to go to Monster Prom with you.
Yes! It'll be epic, booze. Shit will get pretty wild pretty soon. Only one thing, if I were you, I'd get some good life insurance. Just in case. Nice. It says Casanova.
You ate some good old magic cupcakes to make sure that the date would be as crazy as possible. Then you spent all night dancing at prom. Or that was what you thought you did. In reality, you were in the middle of the desert dancing with 3 wizard hobos, a guy with stuffed animal costume, and the incarceration of an ancient god. Still, best night ever.
Oh yeah. Lit. Alright. We did it. We got a date to the prom.
Those 6 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? It's like it always does. Life happens, and it was wonderful. Polly took a summer job as a ghost of Christmas present. She spent most of her time partying. There was almost no work because, you know, it was summer. Vera built the Oblerin Empire into endless greatness. They own a shameless number of companies. It's known that they're also into lots of sketchy businesses, but no one does anything about it. I mean, who the hell would stop Vera Oblerin? Liam kept doing art so hard that he eventually evaporated and became the concept of coolness itself. And as he left the physical plane, the last thing Liam did was give everyone a condescending look. For those 6 weeks, Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid. We were ready to start. Hey! Alright! Wow, what a beautiful game. Hell yeah. These pictures are always so fun to look at.
What? What is that? Prepare to bring chaos and destruction to this realm. It's party time. What was that? What was that? These are some of the endings I've gotten. Yeah, I've failed Poly before. And there's some nice ones. Alright, fan art. Let's see what they got. Nice. I got some more screenshots. Of who? Oh, I got more of these. Okay. Huh. Yeah. Wait, I thought I already looked at all these before. Okay. Wait, I don't remember that one. That's cool. Alright, cool. Let's see. Should I do another game? I think I got time for another game. We could do a short game this time. Push the stakes a little bit. Make it harder for me. Of course I'm by myself. Do classic still. Short game. Spooky high school. The sweetest years of our lives. Back then we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Who am I? I'll be the blue one. This time we'll actually go with Rexy. Yeah, that's right. And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 3 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Damien LeVay, 21, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Scott Howell, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Liam the Lioncourt, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork. Polly Geist, a ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. And Vera Oblerin, a mean self-made gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 3 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start.
Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more. We're using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever TM will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into character stats. This way, each of you can start by having stats better reflect your true selves. Let's start.
Coolest reality show would be 8 rich people fighting in a weekly challenge to see who would be best at giving you money, 12 experts on various arts of seduction, live in a house where they must face common challenge seducing a potato into marriage somehow. People in positions of power must face all sorts of questions relevant to their field, and if they fail, they lose their jobs and society wins. That one. You wish you were raised by... Oh, I remember this one. I think I'm gonna go with the wolves this time. What criteria would you use to name your children? My name +2. Wait. Oh, the second. That's what it means. Meh, no name, just too much work. Just a swear word. That's funny. Our research. I tried, by the way, in this game, even though it's 18 plus to play it and stuff like that, rated teen or whatever, you can't make your name a cuss word. I've tried. It says no swear words allowed in the name, but there's so many fucking cuss words in this game. Our research for a name that was is pun-proof and joke-proof. No one will ever pick on them. Non-heteronormative name. Give them freedom to define themselves on their own terms. Something simple and friendly like Bobby or Mary. Oh, shit. Okay. I hate that it takes this long to load. I don't know why it does. All right. I got 3 weeks. Who am I gonna go for? I need money and I think boldness if I want Vera. We'll go here for now. But do you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority? I guess some people just want to watch the world burn. By skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms, you give 0 shits but you gain 2 boldness. Afterwards, you notice Scott huddled next to Vera. These two hardly ever hang out. You wonder what's up. Scott seems to be showing Vera some kind of sports diagram.
But we just keep losing football games over and over. Coach says we're just not sporting hard enough, but I'm sporting as hard as I can. I figured, since you're super smart and everything, maybe you could
fix your entire team in 10 minutes? Well, obviously I can do that. I'm incredible. Listen, what you need is an oblique strategy, a new technique that your opponents won't expect. Like poison darts, or vicious campaign of psychological warfare, or... Now's your chance to impress them. Jump in with an idea that will show them how much you know about winning sports. What you guys need is blackmail material on a well-placed camera sitting on the opposing team's locker. Player who's like really a truck. No one will be able to stop them. Player that's actually just a truck. That's brilliant.
It is?
Yes, it is.
Awesome.
And what's more, I already have the infrastructure in place to accomplish this.
Wait, infrastructure? What are you talking about?
Nothing. I definitely haven't planted cameras in the men's locker room, and I'm definitely not selling them to compromisingLockerRoomNudes.com. As a slide business, that's for sure. What's up?
Oh, that's good, because if you were, that would be super mean.
Indeed. I'm trying to woo the snake lady, apparently.
Looks like you solved the problem and stumbled into Vera's underground porn empire. Nice, you gained 2 smarts and 1 creativity.
Alright.
You take your seat, and if you didn't know any better, you would say that it seems like Vera and Polly are almost more interested in their phones than they are in you. And you do know better. And you know that, yes, this is exactly what is happening right now.
It's nothing personal, Rexy. It's just that Polly and I are very engrossed in texting our financial slave. Yeah, it's pretty hard to complete with some guy whose fetish is buying you anything you want. That's my fetish too. Not buying things for people, having people buy things for me, duh. Good thing he's rich enough to take care of both of us. You know what they say, true friendship is sharing secrets and financial slaves.
Still, I worry that his arrangement might not be sustainable. What if he runs out of money? Our cash flow instantly stops. Besides, being handed everything you want on a platter, in case the platter being an online money transferring platform, is almost boring.
Yeah, I get that. It's a little less boring when you're on as much magic potions as I am right now, but I see what you mean.
If we could somehow turn this into a business venture, then maybe it would get interesting. And we could continue to profit even after he's gone broke from catering to our every whim.
I mean, how interesting do you think business it actually is? Since he's so obsessed with us, we should just tell him to do something totally insane and see if he does it.
I don't know. A weirdo giving away his money and getting into hijinks is great and all, but I want to start making real money.
And I think money is fine and all, but my favorite currency is chaos.
Seems like ladies are very exciting crossroads. Maybe a random bystander could give them a nudge in the right direction. You can easily grow this arrangement into a business. Just escalate and de-escalate, then have financial slave go acquire his own financial slave to give him money, and have that financial slave go and find a financial slave. Basically, financial slave inception. And then tell him to marry a llama. That would increase the income exponentially immediately, which are 2 of my absolute favorite adverbs when it comes to monetary gain.
I mean, one financial slave between the 2 of us is already strategy and a lot to handle. So managing an army of them sounds draining.
But as long as it's a pyramid scheme and we're at the top of the pyramid, where we don't have to actually deal with the lowlifes, who cares?
Meh. I think I'll just get check on my toilet line.
Don't worry about her, Polly. Polly wouldn't want a good... Polly wouldn't know a good business idea if it slapped her on the ass. Which happened one time, actually, but it was a long story, so forget it. Anyway, we can tell people in order to become official certified financial slaves, they have to buy a kit of supplies. And they'll start a dirt slave and then get 5 financial slaves under them. They can become a pathetic ground slave. And then they can work their way up to gold, diamond, platinum, schlau, mocha, grand, supreme slave. This is a great idea, Rexy. We should write down the business plan together and prepare to profit. Did Vera just say she wants to profit with you? Holy shit, Vera's sharing cash flow like third base for her. Awesome. That day you skipped class intending to spend the term in the bathrooms. But you encountered 3 wild hyenas on the way there. Who the fuck runs security here? Anyway, you subdued them with the help of your hair comb. God bless the Monster Scouts and all their idiotic scenarios they prepared you for. By the time you get to the bathrooms, you've totally gained 2 boldness. Later you see Vera cackling to herself in the hallway, which is whatever, but you might as well find out anyway. Just practicing my prom queen acceptance speech in my mind.
It's not like the title bears meaning whatsoever, of course. I really do consider the whole thing beneath me, anyway. However, considering how much meaning other girls put on, I can't risk some uppity bitch thinking she's better than I am. Plus, it's not a bad branding either. I could see using my victory to strap those lines of success. Prom queen accessories, guaranteed to get you the win. Perfect prom shoes, the right makeup, fancy knives, take out your opponents. Speaking of which, I assume this goes without saying, but I'm not leaving anything to chance. I'll be doing a blood ritual to ensure my win. I still haven't found the exact details yet, but I'm optimistic that at least some of the items will be found in the shop. The only question is, where exactly can I find the details for a proper blood ritual? Oh, right. Good call. Sometimes you get caught up in the grand scheme of exploiting blood magic to secure a petty victory that you forget about the little things.
You and Vera scamper over to the library and put the school's computers to good use for once. For real, does anyone in this school use resources for educational purposes?
Let's just search blood magic to guarantee prom queen victory over basic bitches to maintain school social status. That's pretty clear, right?
Couldn't possibly be clearer.
Seems like we're gonna need a blood of a former prom queen, the tongue of a goat, and the earring of an ancient goddess. Not exactly stuff that's gonna be lying around, but when you're destined to be prom queen, you make it work. Not that I'm designed to be prom queen or whatever, but I do have blood magic in the first place. But hey, when you want to achieve greatness, you have to take your own by destiny. You check the shop, I'll grab a goat, and we'll meet up in the bathrooms. I'll cut its tongue out and get this party started.
Sounds like a party indeed. You gain 2 fun and 1 smart.
Alright, so now I have to go to the shop.
Shouldn't you be out there trying to romance a classmate or something? Anyway, welcome.
Too poor for that, but damn, that looks cool.
Weirdo, shut up! I need it for a ritual.
You approach Liam and Vera at their table, but before you can sit down, Vera holds up a hand.
Stop. This is the cool people table where only cool people are allowed.
I would agree with you on that, Vera. Just saying, but agreeing is something only uncool people do. Wouldn't you agree, Vera?
Nice try, Liam. But I think we're going away from the point. This interloper still wants to sit with us.
Well, they want to sit with us, they're going to have to prove they're as cool as we are. But without, like, trying to prove it. Trying is uncool.
So, what's gonna be?
Would an uncool person be giving Vera $50 right now?
Okay, you're cool.
What? Money can't buy coolness.
Really? Let me consult my list of things money can buy. Let's see. Here. Organs, obedience, and there it is. Coolness.
Why is coolness in the O section of your list?
Because it's not a real list. I pretended there was a list in order to fuck with you.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Speaking of cool, while I can't currently accept cash for campaign finance reasons, I'll remember this favorability in the future. Perhaps I'll call you later for other favors.
You hope those favors are sexual in nature, but you don't say that because it's not a cool thing to say.
Alright, I gotta meet in the bathrooms.
That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. While in the bathroom you tell yourself in the mirror that you're bold. You're so bold you would kill a tiny, big-eyed turtle with your bare hands. That monstrous act would instantly give you a 500 boldness. But come on, you're just talking to yourself in a mirror. What's the merit in that? You know what? You can keep 2 boldness anyway for saying it to yourself out loud. On a close inspection, you see blood pooling on the floor. Vera standing over it smiled broadly, holding the carcass of a skinned goat. Hey, thanks for coming. The fun's just getting started. You know, we only need a goat's tongue, but like, if you're gonna take the tongue from the goat, you might as well take the skin too, and make yourself a pair of sweet boots. Not that I know how to sew or would take the time to even learn, but Miranda has some mirror slaves I can borrow. It's a pretty nice tongue, right? Not too fat, not too thin, the right kind of purple. I think it'll be the most beautiful, regal, feared prom queen ever to grace spooky high school in no time at all. It's not a bad plan, except the spiders needed to relieve themselves too. And that's the moment that Principal Giant Spider walks in to use the toilet. Oh hey, good afternoon, Principal Giant Spider. I'm just holding this skinned goat on school property because... it's smarts versus something else here, and I think my smarts is better. Because it's for Animal Abuse 3. We're getting a head start on our homework. Principal Giant Spider nods appreciatively.
It's always nice to see our students taking initiative and learning things. Very proud of the school's successful and well-organized extracurriculars and the healthy social life of my students. But it does seem like people are getting a little hung up on certain school events. Seriously, prom is one night! A proper education lasts a lifetime!
Yep, that's why we're glad to doing this right now, because we have nothing to do with prom, just good old-fashioned learning.
Alright, students, carry on with your learning. Prom, one night!
Honestly, I'm not even going to try to be prom queen.
Principal Giant Spider exits, leaving you and Vera to pocket the necessary goat tongue.
I'm not trying to be prom queen. I will be prom queen. 2 down, goddess earring to go.
Maybe Principal Giant Spider has a point about focusing on schoolwork, but fuck it, prom's awesome. You've gained 2 fun and 1 creativity. That's how you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and dating gimmicks, you forget that you're attending class supposed to be the primary activity at high school. You gain 2 smarts. You notice Vera standing in the corner pissed. Looks like a fresh braid on the back of her head. It's actually 2 kinds of snakes fighting. Boys flying everywhere.
Oh, I'm okay. I'm just Hissy and Bob having another disagreement. It happens. This time they can't decide whether Miranda's domain should be called the kingdom or an empire. It's like, who cares? I'm telling you, if they weren't my hair, I would sell them to Thailand, where they ate snakes. Why, of course, I'd forgotten how tasty snakes can be without gainful employment. It's all the best-selling book, Snakes and Suits. But come to think of it, my snakes already have to do jobs. They're just not doing them. Bob, where's my report on Portugal? And where are the warriors? Are they at war yet? Hissy, have you poisoned the school's water supply like I asked? No? Then how am I supposed to sell water to Miranda's family? You think it's easy selling water to mermaids?
Hissy and Bob pull out cell phones and start making calls. You don't know which you're more impressed by, Vera's managerial skills or the fact that her snakes use cell phones without thumbs. Either way, you gain 2 creativity and 1 smarts. You take your seat beside arguably the two coolest monsters of Spooky High. They're hoping you can keep up with them.
Yeah, are you eating manticore steaks again?
Yes, and it's delicious.
Don't you know the amount of cruelty involved in mainstream meat production industry?
Yes, and it's delicious. Besides, Liam, you're a vampire. Don't you only consume things that aren't dead?
Well, yes, I suppose, but it's always ethically sourced, organic, free-range, and human. The human population is out of control, and eating them is the most environmentally responsible thing to do.
Listen, Liam, I happen to have a personal feud with every single animal I eat. I make sure to meet all of them first and ensure I'm devouring only the ones I hate the most. It makes it extra tasty.
Well, then, surely you can inflict such pain without going through the cruel meat industry and supporting factory farming. Isn't home cruelty better anyway?
You may have a point there, and if I get my hand in the pot, I can inflict even more effective and specific pain, and I bet there's a way to make money off of it too.
Hang on. Somehow I've ended up arguing against my own interests here.
Liam, do you want to find innovative and creative ways to move society forward, or do you want to oppose cruelty like every other weak mainstream loser? You can actually hear Liam's brain shaking as he struggles between his desire to be perceived as ethical and his desire to be perceived as creative. Maybe you could step in and help out. Let's see. The animals you kill may lose their lives, but what about their afterlives? Instead of letting their spirits go to waste, byproduct of meat industry, let's serve their eternal souls as a side dish. Liam, animals are already suffering from ignorance. Vera wanted to increase their pain. The best way she could do to teach them the concept of death. So they really fear their fate. Let's educate the cattle on metaphysics. Perfect. I knew there was a way to monetize and keep the animals from ever gaining eternal resting place. What the hell is with Vera and animals?
But how? Now the cruelty is extending even beyond their deaths.
Hell yeah it is. Thank you for getting the ball rolling on this excellent scheme, Liam. Oh, and thank you, Rexy, for nailing it down, the specifics. Neither of you get royalties, though. That being said, I get you a double scoop of Rocky Road Soul with sprinkles on top. Yum, maybe? You don't know. You've never eaten a soul before. But sure, sounds delicious. Getting Vera's approval. I just need a little more boldness, I think. I started with a really bad hand to try for Vera. That day you skipped class to just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. On the way there you run into my mom-to-be, the Oni girl. She offers you some of her weird Japanese energy drink. You take a sip, it tastes crazy as hell. You need to check the contents of this shit. Guarma seed extract, benzoic acid, 50 milligrams of caffeine, and 100 milligrams of boldness. Well, that wasn't that bad at all. You gain 2 boldness and thank Mommy and proceed to the bathrooms. Vera runs up to you, eyes blazing, teeth gleaming. You'll never even believe this shit. Remember how the Coven said we'd never find the earrings? It's because they had them the whole time. We're summoning those bitches and taking those earrings at any cost, even if it's the last thing you do. Did Vera just imply she was willing to let you die in order to become prom queen? Irrelevant, because the Coven has been summoned.
So, you figured it out. Good for you. Now give up, because you're never getting them.
That's what Miranda said about the sea opal ring her dead grandmother gave her. But look what I'm wearing right now.
How do you have any friends? It's baffling. You're a horrible, horrible person.
I mean, they're not wrong, but there must be some way to get them to fork over the earrings and complete the ritual.
No! Ah! I failed it!
Of course we are. Did you really think I only cared about fashion and
finance, I'm showing dominance over my fellow students. It's been a cover this entire time. I've really been using all my free time to trick people out of their money, complicated business schemes while looking incredible. I've been saving orphans from interdimensional monsters because I like doing altruistic things. Perfect, come with us right now. We could use your help. It'll be a dangerous mission. There's no guarantee that any of us will survive. But now that we know how devoted you are...
The coven starts to drag Vera away, but she wrenches herself from their grasp.
Stop. I was lying, okay? Good lord, no way am I risking my life for you losers. Nice job, Rexy. I might die to prom queen, but probably not. I'm definitely not gonna go doing something lame to try and save the world.
Ah, fuck. Sending Vera off to get killed probably did not do you any good. Ah, fuck, I fucked it up. There's no way she goes to prom with me now, and it's over. Well, she's the only one. Alright. We'll try it. Finally pluck up the courage and ask your beloved to go to Monster Prom with you. You're asking me to go to prom with you? Have you seen yourself in a mirror? Your face is a crime against humanity, and it's not one of those crimes against humanity I enjoy participating in. Bye, loser. Damn, you're bad at interacting with people. You repent for the sin you make with your bad choices and forced to walk around the school in the nude, accompanied by a nun who chanted shame over and over while ringing a bell. Classic. Fuck. I fucked it up. I fucked it up right at the end too. I probably almost had it. We're just gonna skip all this. That was nuts, dude. I can't believe I fucked it right there at the end. It was a new thing too. It was gonna be a secret ending probably. Fuck. Yeah, only 4. Yeah, I figured. Damn. Alright, let's check out those before I get off. Yep, that hurts. It just hurts. I think I've unlocked a good bit. Some of these people I don't think I've met. I don't understand where they came from. Okay, more fan art. That's adorable. Alrighty. Well, it was fun playing. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you guys in the next one.